In 1945, just weeks after World War II ended, the Allies seriously considered starting World War III, and the target was the Soviet Union. The plan was called Operation Unthinkable, and it was exactly that, because at this point the US, Britain, and the USSR had just defeated Nazi Germany together. But behind the scenes, that alliance was already collapsing. Stalin was rapidly expanding Soviet control across Eastern Europe, and Churchill believed that if nothing was done immediately, the Soviets would dominate the entire continent. So instead of waiting for the Cold War, he proposed something extreme. Attack first. The plan was to launch a surprise invasion on July 1st, 1945, just 2 months after Germany surrendered, where around 47 Allied divisions would strike into Soviet-controlled territory to push the Red Army back and force them out of Eastern Europe. But here's where it gets insane. The Allies did not have enough troops, so part of the plan included rearming German soldiers, the same army they had just defeated, and using them against the Soviets, meaning World War II would not have really ended, it would have just switched sides. And the scale of this would have been massive, because the Soviet Union had over 10 million troops in Europe, heavily outnumbering Allied forces, which meant this would not be a quick war, but likely a full-scale, multi-year conflict across Europe, possibly even escalating further once nuclear weapons came into play. So British planners ran the numbers, and the conclusion was clear. This war was unwinnable. The Soviets were too strong, too entrenched, and too close, and launching the attack could trigger a catastrophic conflict that the Allies might actually lose. So Operation Unthinkable was abandoned, and instead of World War III starting in 1945, the world entered the Cold War, a conflict that lasted nearly 50 years. But for a brief moment, right after the deadliest war in history ended, humanity was closer than ever to starting another one immediately.